Hello everyone, welcome back to ShawCode. In this video we're going to be doing animations in Pygame. Last video we worked on the collisions in Pygame, so we have our character, we can collide with the blocks, but currently we don't have any animations, it's just one static image of our player, and today we're going to be animating the player, so let's get right into it. We're going to be working in the player class today, so it's probably best if we create a new method, and we do define, let's do it define animate. And it's going to need self. Okay, and now we want to load in all our images of our animations. So if we come in img and in character.png, we can see we have all our different animations. So we just have facing down, facing up, facing right, and facing left. And now I'm just going to copy and paste in all the lists for the down animations, up animations, because it would take a long time to write this out on camera. So you can copy and paste this from a link in the description. Basically, all this does is it just has the down animations, and it's just a list. It gets the sprite from the character sprite sheet. So we're picking up like the X position of 3, Y position of 2, width of 32, height of 32. So we're just loading in all the images and keeping them in a list for the down animations, up animations, left animations, and right animations. Okay, so now that we've done that, what we want to do is we want to work out which direction the character is facing. And if you remember, at the very start of the tutorial, we had this variable self.facing equals down. And we're going to be using this self.facing variable today. So if we press the down arrow key, we'll be facing down. If we're pressing the up arrow key, we'll be facing up. What we want to do is in the movement method, you can see we've already got it. We've got self.facing equals left, right, up, and down when we press the different keys. So in the animate method, we'll do if self.facing equals down. So if we're facing down, we'll want to do self.image equals self.game.character underscore sprite sheet. And we'll do .get sprite, and then it's going to be 3, 2, and self.width and self.height. So if we look on the character sprite sheet, that'll just be this character right here. This won't actually animate it, that'll just be when we're standing still. So if self.y change equals 0, so if we are standing still, and we use y change because we're moving up and down. So if we're standing still, then we'll set it to this image. But if we're not standing still, we'll do self.image equals self.downAnimations. We're going to be picking one of these from here. I've just turned word wrap on, so it's a bit easier to see because we are using quite long lines. But we're going to be needing a variable called animation loop. So we'll come up to self.facing, and we'll just do self.animation underscore loop, and we'll set it to just 1. We're going to be setting it to 1, and you'll see why in a minute. But if we come into animations, and we're going to be doing math.floor self.animation loop, and then we'll do self.animation loop plus equals 0.1, and then we'll do if self.animation loop is greater than or equal to 3, then we'll just set self.animation loop back to 1. So basically, this is quite complicated, but I'll explain it as best I can. We're saying if we're standing still, then we're just going to set our image to a static image. If our y change isn't 0, this means that we're moving, then our image is going to be from the down animations, so from this list right here, and it's going to be self.animation loop is the index. Our animation loop is currently 1, so we're going to be choosing this one from our down animations, and then we're going to be adding 0.1. So because we're adding 0.1, we're going to be reaching 1, 2, or 3 every 10 frames, basically, and it's going to be working because we're using math.floor, so every 10 frames, it's going to change the animation loop, basically. When it gets greater than or equal to 3, we're going to set it back to 1 because there's only 3 images in the list. And as you can see, when we run it, we don't get it moving down. Why is this happening? Because we are not calling the animation function. So in update, underneath self.movement, we can just call self.animate. Sorry, this shouldn't be self.down animations, this should be down animations because it's just a variable. And this down here shouldn't be self.animation, it should be animation loop. There we go, I think all our errors are fixed now. So, when we move down, we can get our little character animation, and then when we stand still, it freezes. Now we need to do it for facing up, left, and right. If self.facing equals up, if self.wide change, we can pretty much copy and paste this right here. It's going to be the same thing, except we'll need to change it to 3 and 34, and it'll need to be up animations here. So if we run it, we can move down and we can move up with the animations as well. So I'm just going to copy and paste it again, because it's all pretty much the same thing. I'll just change this to left. It'll be X change, and this should be left animations here. And copy and pasting it one more time. This will be right. It'll be 66. And we'll do right animations. Okay, we should be good to go now. So we can move down and up with the animations as well as left and right. So I'll just quickly go over the explanation for this. So at the start, our animation loop is set to 1 and we are facing down, so animation loop is 1. And well, if we're moving, we're going to set our image to the index 1 of down animations, so that'll be this one. And we're doing math.floor, so rounding 1 is just going to be 1, and then we'll add on 0.1, and animation loop is not greater than 3. So we'll just keep on adding 0.1 each time, and eventually it'll reach 2, and then we can change the index of this, so it'll be a different image. If it ever equals 3, we'll just set it back to 0, because there are only 3 items in the list. That was quite complicated. If you have any questions or comments on it, be sure to leave them down below, because I will reply to you. If you'd like to see how to use a switch statement in Python, then you can click on this video here. Otherwise, that's it from me. Cheers and goodbye.